Everywhere burst in the early half today as a rice news actually scattered in the early half today. Moment Rufai OSENI made this speech regarding Peter Obi in the early half today. This sparked up a lot of reactions because a lot of people weren't expecting it, and Rufai made it known to the general public what should be done, that what Peter Obi said should not be done and what he said is the right thing to be done. And he dig out a lot of shame on Ren and OMOKRI based on the comment that Ren and OMOKRI made against Peter Obi and against Tinubu. You will see everything in this video because this is a very short video that will open your eyes to everything that is happening in rice news right now. And a lot of people have actually been standing shame on Rufai OSENI, and some are actually supporting Rufai OSENI. So you will see everything that actually happened in this video. So you can share this video and share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Obedience, stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight from habit.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, ensure you click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and do well to click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. A lot of things is happening in our rice news right now, and the rice news scatter in the early after today due to what Rufai OSENI actually said in the live TV. You know, they were talking about the case of Peter Obi and what Peter Obi have been doing right from the time that Tinubu really entered into office. And the rice news is a media platform in Nigeria that we know to say the truth the way it is. They will never be biased based on the truth and all of that. They will always call a spade a spade. You know, Rufai made it known in the general public today that the comment that Peter Obi made in one of his videos, that he have a subtraction and an addition to the comment. You know, Rufai made it known that what Peter Obi said that is going to do, that Peter Obi should withdraw it, that is going to cause a lot of problem to the economy of Nigeria and is going to cause a lot of havoc which we cannot even handle in Nigeria here. So Rufai made that speech, and that alone have been causing a lot of trouble in the media space, and a lot of people were like, why did Rufai say that? Who is Rufai to be correcting Peter Obi to his face? Who is Rufai that his opinion will count and all of that? And why some people are saying that what Rufai actually said is the truth of the matter, that Peter Obi made a mistake due to his kind gesture. Yes, we know that Peter Obi is kind, but he made a mistake. But Rufai did not stop there. He threw shade on Ren and OMOKRI. You know, Ren and OMOKRI have been trending for the past weeks, and they have been saying all sorts of things regarding Peter Obi, and he didn't even stop on Peter Obi. He still come on Tinubu himself. He still unveiled a lot of things about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He unveiled the buttocks of Tinubu. So that is the reason why Rufai made that speech on Peter Obi, and that speech, according to some obedience, they said the speech is too harsh for Peter Obi and all of that. So let me show you what Ren and OMOKRI said that make Rufai to attack him, that make Rufai to call him a shameless person and all of that. Just stay connected. If you can share this video, ensure you share to different social media platforms, and if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it, give it a thumb up so that it will recommend it. I'm coming back again.
Recently, Bola Tinubu's spokesman, a man by the name of Bamigbeto, who was his chief press secretary while he was governor and an immediate past commissioner for information in Lagos State, responded to my revelations about Bola Tinubu's drug past, and he wrote that the fact that Bola Tinubu is able to go in and out of the United States is proof that Bola Tinubu has nothing to hide. Now, that's not true. He's just trying to play tricks on the minds of unsuspecting Nigerians. You know, Bola Tinubu is a permanent resident holder, so that means he's a green card holder. He can go in and out of the United States even though he's been involved in a drug cartel. You know, even in Nigeria, we've got several prominent people. I know them, I don't want to mention their names, including the son of a former military head of state, who are in similar situations. They're able to go in and out of the United States. You know, it is the section 212 paragraph 8 of the Immigration and Nationalization Act that deals on that. And if you study that, you can Google it, you can see that it doesn't apply to Bola Tinubu. So the fact that he goes in and out of the United States, it's not any proof that he's not a known drug lord. Bola Tinubu is a known drug lord. And if you read his response to me, Bamigbeto, he did not deny that. It's a fact. And then he also said that, well, it was a forfeiture of assets, and if it's a forfeiture of assets, then Bola Tinubu is not a criminal. Listen, I'm going to read for you something on the website of the Department of Justice, and I'm going to put it in the description box of this video so you can watch it yourself. Now, I'm quoting, asset forfeiture is designed to deprive criminals, look at that word, criminals, of the proceeds of their crimes. So when Bola Tinubu voluntarily agreed to an asset forfeiture judgment against him, which was a plea bargain. Incidentally, what happened is that the FBI had taken him to court, and then rather than go through trial, he reached what they call a plea bargain, which is that he agreed with the United States Department of Justice, and then they settled. So part of the settlement was that he gave up $460,000 drug money to the government. So it's an asset forfeiture. You know, he does not have the right to say that he was not convicted or is not a criminal. He is a criminal. And so that's what I'm trying to tell Nigerians. This has nothing to do. Nobody is paying me. Nobody is hyping me. I'm doing this for patriotic reasons.
Yeah, thank you for staying connected. You can see what Ren and OMOKRI said regarding Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and this guy have been in the game of saying all sort of things regarding Peter Obi, Tinubu, and others. You know, it's well known that Ren and OMOKRI is in PDP and is a very popular version in PDP, and you know, he will never come out to unveil the atrocities that Atiku Abubakar have been committing. How Atiku stole allegedly Nigerian money that is meant for electricity, and it's one of the reasons why Nigeria is suffering from electricity till today. Atiku stole the money allegedly. Ren and OMOKRI never talk about it till now. Atiku stole the money when he was in the regime of Obasanjo, when he was the vice president of Nigeria and all of that. So Ren and OMOKRI saw those things, but it will never come out. But he can actually talk about Peter Obi, what Peter Obi did not do, and what Tinubu does, and all of that. That is what is not to be seen. Just stay connected. You will hear the comment that Rufai said that caused a lot of reactions on our Rise News today that almost broke the internet. You will see what Rufai said about Peter Obi and how they said he attacked Peter Obi and all of that. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 elections, Peter Obi, on Wednesday, appealed to privileged Nigerians to invest in education and the health sector, as well as help fund the drilling of 200,000 boreholes across the country. Peter Obi made the appeal at a press briefing in Abuja.
I've been going around this country trying to help in any way I can, and I'm appealing to other people to do the same thing. There's need to drill boreholes across the country. And my appeal is to these 200,000 people to drill at least one borehole a year. Just one. You could do more, but do one a year. This will cost between 5 to 10 million. Just one a year, and that will be 200,000 boreholes scattered all over the country.
Rufai, just one a year. I mean, I think that his advocacy here is quite apt, because only last year the World Bank estimated that about 17 million Nigerians lack access to clean drinking water. He has been doing that in the north. I believe he donated about 10 already in the north. If you remember, he came under fire for one of those. But you know, Peter Obi also responded to critics who have accused him of not building any school while he was governor of Anambra State, stating that individuals who made such claims have not read his manifesto. Obi argued that Anambra State was ranked 26th in the nation when he became governor, with shuttered schools and a broken educational system, but that by the time he left office, Anambra State had risen to the top.
You need to go and read my manifesto. You know, what we do here is that we don't read people's manifesto and know what they promised. When I was campaigning to be governor, as you know, and I'm sure you're aware, there was a term for nearly 2 years, the schools were shut in Anambra State. The Anambra school system went very low in rating. When I was campaigning to be governor, I said I'll change the educational system in Anambra State, where schools and our children will never be closed. I'll make sure I give the best to education, and I'll make sure that Anambra State becomes one of the best. And when I started, we were number 26, 27, WAEC and NECO. By the time I left, we were number 1.
All right, Rufai, you know that, some critics have always talked about the fact that Peter Obi did not build schools in Anambra State, but here he is clarifying the fact that, why build schools when you can actually revamp the system of education in Anambra? And also, I think you had a comment on the water system.
So what I wanted to say as regards the water system is, I think it's another indictment of the government that a private citizen like Peter Obi is now saying, let us build enough boreholes. The government is supposed to be able to provide water. What I have with, he has good intentions, but what I have with it, you're going to cause ecological imbalance. Don't forget, you have some parts of this country still very erosion prone, especially parts in the southeast and some parts of the country. So building 200,000 boreholes with the pre-existing boreholes we already have might be problematic on our ecosystem. Also, what the government should be able to do is revive the water works system, so that you have a general body that can give villages water and things like that, and areas like this water. I think that is most important, rather than going through all of this. The government tried it with a water bill the other time that they were using something like take land, which became problematic in the country. So I know it has good intention, but let's fix that. As regards the second part, I think Peter Obi's records speak for itself. The biggest barometer to be able to test educational advancement, and I don't listen to faceless critics, the biggest advancement to be able to test educational development is, where were you on your WAEC ratings or your educational system ratings when he came in? They were 26th. And also now they went up to, I think, number 2 or number 1 in the country as at that time. And that's the greatest barometer. It shows that you've been able to equip the schools, revamp the schools. They don't talk about the thousands of schools he revamped. The refurbishment is not building. There were some schools that were sort of like built from scratch. There's some universities that were built. So it's not the time to listen to faceless critics. He got the job done in the educational sector. I am a witness to it, and I'll tell you, the educational commissioner then, I have had a lot of engagement with her. In fact, Microsoft used to call her consistently to forums that I was part of to come and tell the Anambra educational revamp story. In fact, I still have that professor's number on my phone if I check. And you can see how they were able to articulate precept by precept. I think it's a model people should learn about. And people should stop talking about faceless things that don't have empirical facts.
Oh, you're right, Rufai, because also last week we did take the story where he talked about the roads and, advocating for the rehabilitation of roads instead of going on to take that Lagos-Calabar road.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what Rufai actually said in this very video. This video has been the video that has been causing the reaction in the early half today, and it almost breaks the internet, because a lot of people in Nigeria, they will never listen to the video from the beginning. They will never know what Rufai actually said in that video. They will just pick out the point of where Rufai actually corrected Peter Obi, and they will begin to act based on that point. In this very video, what Rufai actually said was that with the speech that Peter Obi made, the video Peter Obi made regarding the water plant system that need to be planted in Nigeria, how Peter Obi said they will be doing 200,000 boreholes all across Nigeria just to ensure that there is a good water supply for everyone to use in Nigeria. Rufai said they should keep doing more than 200,000 boreholes all across Nigeria. It will also affect the ecosystem of the nation. It will affect the nation in such a way that Nigeria may be flooded and they will not be able to recover from it. You can actually see what happened to Dubai a few days ago and all of that. So for the same thing to happen to Nigeria, it will be a nightmare for Nigeria. So that's what actually happened in the course of this video. And Rufai said the best thing to be done is to ensure that the water plants in Nigeria are being revived, that everything should be revived. The water plants that have been in existence before should be revived, and the water supply should be running smoothly to different regions that has been allocated to, and all of that. And that was what Rufai said that will be causing a lot of trouble in the early half today. And as far as everything is concerned, what Rufai said is absolutely correct, and what Peter Obi said too is correct. Everybody can be corrected as far as the media space is concerned. There's nobody that is a genius. There's no God on the media. Anybody can make a speech and the speech can be corrected and all of that. So that was what actually happened in this very video, and you can see how Rufai was in a throw shit on Ren and OMOKRI. Ren and OMOKRI have been known right from time to be in PDP, and they have been like a wolf in sheep clothing. If he wants to move closer to Peter Obi, we pretend as if he's an angel and all of that, just to colonize the mind of obedience and all of that, just to ensure ensure that he gained the attention of obedience and he gained their trust. That's what he has been doing right from time. You know, he even conducted classes, financial classes for them, how they can liberate themselves from financial stagnancy and poverty state of Nigeria and all of that. So he has been doing that, but we know that he's doing all those things for his own political ambition and for his own political reasons. You know, he said in that very video, he said Tinubu is a drug lord and all of that. It's no more in news. We don't need the news again. He's a drug lord, is this, is that. There's nothing that Tinubu can do. He's a criminal and all of that. He has been saying that right from time, and he even made it known that nobody paid him for that he actually come out to say it as a good citizen of Nigeria, that Tinubu is a drug lord. And you know, he made mention of it in this very video, and he has been saying all sort of things, all sort of lies regarding Peter Obi for the past 2 weeks. He has been saying, and he has been making a lot of videos on Peter Obi, that Peter Obi is this, is that. What is not even existing, he will say it. So that is what Reno OMOKRI have been doing. And mind you, since he said nobody paid him, we're not confronting Reno OMOKRI now that he should actually come out to unveil the atrocities of his principal Atiku Abubakar. If he can actually come out to unveil the atrocities of Atiku Abubakar, how Atiku stole the money that is meant for electricity in Nigeria, and by now there's no good electricity in Nigeria, because in the regime of Obasanjo, when Atiku was the vice president, allegedly they paid him billions of naira to construct good electricity in Nigeria, but Atiku never did. He embezzled the money and they never questioned him on it till now. And Reno OMOKRI did not say that to say. He never come out to talk about it, but he can make propagandas and he can talk about the atrocities of Tinubu that is not even relevant at now, because nobody is listening to all those things again, because Nigerians are facing a very tough time, because a lot of Nigerians are now lamenting that they have made a lot of mistakes in terms of the election, that they have voted the wrong person. So what is in their eyes now is how to see solution to what is happening. It's not someone sitting down in UK there and bringing up propagandas and making lies on Peter Obi and all of that. So that was why Rufai threw shit on Ren and PDP. So that was what happened in the early after this. I'd like guys to drop your opinion in the comment section on this video, and if you can share this video, share the video, share to different social media platforms, let it go viral. And if you can share, just like it as you're watching it. So that was what actually happened in the early after this. I'm gonna to get on that one for you. Ensure follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, he pastor for LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.